If you were to prioritize something in your life, what would it be? We are coming from the experience of this pandemic, and we realize the value of simple things in life. I realize the value of being with a family, having a deep connection with the Lord through prayer, and strengthening our immune system and making sure that our finances are in order so that we can not only survive this crisis but also thrive. Hi everyone! I'm Senorin-Delacruz. I educate and empower Filipinos through my communication and leadership skills in order to live a happy, abundant, and fulfilled life. I'm a wealth coach, confidence, and relationship builder, and I'm here to share with you 3 aspects of our lives that we need to power up. First is we need to power up our relationships. How are your relationships during this pandemic? Relationship with your family, your colleagues, clients, with yourself, or even with God. I believe that time is the most valuable asset that we have. And since we are on lockdown for 2 months, most of us got to spend more time with our family. We nurture our relationships by eating together during meals, praying together the rosary, and even attend Mass online. And bond together by singing, doing TikTok, or playing board games. In our family, I recall playing Monopoly up to late nights. We would interact and get to know each other's way of thinking in terms of decision making and reveal some of the attitudes that we don't normally see on a day-to-day basis. I encourage you to try out something new with your family. It will lead you to discoveries that will bond you more. Also, I believe that communication is key. We often think that communication is all about speaking and speak your mind and your heart out. To me, it's more of listening. Are we listening enough to understand others? Often we listen to reply. For example, my husband and I had the longest time we are apart from each other during this lockdown. Any team LDR here? He was at work and he couldn't go home as per the company policy. So we would often talk over the phone or messenger chat, and rarely would we see each other due to his limited internet connection. I would enthusiastically tell stories to him and on and on and on, and he would just be silent about it, listening intently. Then he would give his feedback in a calm manner. After I spoke, of course, it's normal. We do have some arguments too, but we always agree to disagree. For as long as we come from a place of love, respect, and concern, this keeps our relationship as husband and wife healthy. I believe in this quote, a happy marriage is a union of 2 good forgivers. This is by Ruth Bell Graham. It helps bitter people become better. And do you forgive yourself when you make a mistake? You cannot give what you don't have, right? And before you forgive others, you must forgive yourself first. In our experience as husband and wife, whenever we fight, we don't let the conflict escalate and continue on the following day. We find ways to resolve it ASAP. My parents taught me to be forgiving and not to harbor ill feelings and bring up the past hurts. Whenever we argue, we make sure that at the end of the day, we choose to love and be at peace. And no matter who is right, what matters most is your relationship. Second thing that you need to power up is your health. This pandemic has taught us the value of health, and we learn to take care of ourselves more, like eating the right kind of food, exercise daily, drink glasses of water, sleep at least 7 hours a day, drink vitamins and supplements and all that to boost our immune system. More than that, the more important realization is that we have to have a healthy mindset. And so how does one achieve that? I think number 1 is you have to have the attitude of gratitude. To keep ourselves positive, we always count our blessings, even the small ones like being able to sleep well, seeing the sun, able to breathe, small things like that. List them down and pray to God to thank Him for all these blessings. The more you are grateful, the more you are blessed, I assure you. I keep a gratitude journal where I list my top 5 things I'm grateful for And also, it practices the values of contentment and utility. Also, I believe it's important that we have fun and recreation. It relaxes our mind too. There's a saying that work hard, play harder. Avoid watching negative news because I feel that affects you, the way you think and see things. So do the things that you love but you didn't have the time before, such as you may want to try urban gardening, painting, baking, cooking. In my case, I watch Netflix series such as Chloe and rom-com movies in a dedicated time per day. And it's important to have a good laugh. Crack jokes even if they're corny because I believe laughter is still the best medicine. Agree? There is a need to keep on learning. And how many of you here have read a book or watched an online course or listened to a podcast lately? It was a great opportunity for us to grow and learn, right? I also did that, some writing of speeches that I would deliver in my online Toastmasters Club meetings. That gave me an opportunity to be expressive and also share the values and experiences that I learned in these current times. It also allowed my mind to explore and do creative thinking as well. As Dale Carnegie would say, learning is an active process, and we learn by doing. Only knowledge that is used sticks in your mind. Third aspect is power up your wealth. Most people equate wealth to having lots of money. And in fact, according to Henry David Thoreau, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. As a 10 years wealth coach, I have handled different kinds of clients. And let me share to you some of my learnings. First learning is power of money. How do you view your money? Is it good or bad? It is neither good or bad. It is merely a tool for us to achieve our dreams and goals in life, and it only amplifies the character of the person handling it. If used properly, you can get to bless other people. Each family has a different set of values, cultures, and traditions in handling money. So decide on your financial goals and priorities. Be wise in your spending and investments. Keep out of debt as much as possible and increase your income to create passive income. You know what? Earning money while you're sleeping? That's a good idea. During this time, it's important for us to have an emergency fund. And ideally, that's 3 to 6 months worth of your monthly expenses. As they say, cash is king. We don't need to rely on the government for support if we are financially prepared. It is also important to learn online banking since we are not allowed to go outside during lockdown. Make a budget and stick to it as much as possible. Also, I learned about the power of visualization. Are you familiar with the law of attraction? It is the book from The Secret, and it says that you will attract into your life whatever you focus on, and whatever you give your energy and attention to will come back to you. So if you stay focused on the good and positive things in your life, you will automatically attract more good and positive things in your life. Recently, I made this digital vision board through my mentor, Trixie Esguerra. I declared and shared to the group my heart's desire to share our story to a bigger audience. Days after, I chanced upon this Hill Online Summit. I said to myself, wow, I know most of the speakers here, and how come I'm not part of it? A few hours later, that day, I said those words. Coach Ling Tadena messaged me with an invitation to be part of this great event. Wow! Take time to visualize your dreams and goals. Be intentional with what you really want and what is true to yourself. You will be surprised at how the universe and God will respond. Also, I really believe in the power of giving. Not all of us can do great things, but we can do small things with great love, as said by Mother Teresa. How generous are you in your giving? We can be generous with our 3 T's: time, talent, and treasure. The Bible says that to whom much is given, much is required. And this was shown during this crisis when we would see people donating food, PPEs, and masks, arranging for carpool for frontliners, and even offering prayers for the COVID-19 patients to receive complete healing. We were all wired to give. Even if you are not materially, financially blessed, you have something to give. So what I did lately was to do an interview series on Facebook to feature and honor 35 mothers daily in time for Mother's Day celebration. It was a great opportunity to give value to mothers and inspire and encourage our viewers. It's my way also of honoring my mother for her sacrifices for the family. Now, I'm interviewing fathers in celebration of Mother's Day. What random act of kindness have you done lately? It doesn't have to be big. Small things done consistently can make a big impact in this world. It will create a ripple effect where you will inspire other people to do the same. And we have experienced God's abundant grace in a lot of times. When we think we have less, we still give. Then God blesses us with even more. So in summary, there are 3 aspects in our lives that we need healing, care, and empowerment. Power up your relationships, power up your health, and power up your wealth. I would like to take this opportunity to invite you to join me in my initiatives to bless more people. My husband and I will be conducting our 4th webinar on relationship goals. It is an interactive way of learning and gaining new insights on how we can improve our romantic relationships. It is for singles, in a relationship, married couples, and whoever wants to improve or achieve their relationship goals. Register here to grab this opportunity. I applaud you for taking time to listen to my sharing. What is it that you need to do next? What will you prioritize? Friends, the answer is in your hands. Take action now. Stay safe and healthy. God bless everyone. Bye.